What's going on?
China has begun its military drills again, this time seemingly more serious, as they are surrounding the island, calling out the separatists for their actions, and they're ready to move in.
Oh, hell no!
World War III seems more likely than ever, as the Atlantic popped off first, just like in World War II.
This is the war. This is our World War II.
Where we have Israel and Palestine, and we have Ukraine and Russia, and now we have the Pacific, where China and Taiwan are kicking off, and things seem uneasy, and the world stage is insane at the moment. Not only that, we have an election year, so we are particularly weak when it comes to leadership because our leaders are worried about electing Joe Biden once more.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Speaking of electing Joe Biden once more, there are now new rules for the debate stage with Joe Biden. Joe Biden demands that it has to be a sit-down debate.
No better word than stupid. Right? There is none.
You know, the guy that loves standing and doing his comedic act. Joe Biden says, "Excuse me, we're going to stop all this comedic nonsense and we're going to have a debate sitting down. I hope you're okay with that." I think these two are going to continue to push demands for each other to the point where they probably won't even have a debate. You know, Donald Trump will say drug testing. Joe Biden will say we're sitting down. Then Donald Trump will say we'll have to have a cognitive screening before the event. And then Joe Biden... I don't know what Joe Biden will say. He'll say something. But it'll just keep going back and forth to the point where we're like, fine, you're not going to meet my demands. You're scared to debate me. We're not going to debate anymore. And at the same time, we have the 13th consecutive Oregon county to approve the measure to succeed and join the Greater Idaho. That's insane. So we have so much division in our own country at the moment between leftists and people on the right, that people are thinking about drawing new lines in states just to get away from the other. So we're divided here. China is starting wars with Taiwan. Our own leaders can't get their crap together to have a debate because none of them want to have a debate. Then the so-called people that ride or die for Joe Biden don't want to vote for him. Here's Charlamagne the God on The View saying exactly that.
Why not endorse Biden?
Because if I'm sitting here telling my listeners that, you have somebody out there who is a threat to democracy, you have somebody out there who said they want to, suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. You saw this person, try to lead an attempted coup of this country. And I'm telling people that this guy is a threat to democracy. Have you ever read Project 25? Mm-hmm. There's only two candidates out there. So if I'm saying that about this individual, the choice is clear, right? And I've seen y'all do this on The View before.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually endorse Joe Biden because then I have to actually make a stand. It's just incredible. Nobody wants to endorse Joe Biden. No one's excited. They're just still on this whole that Trump is this huge existential threat to democracy because that's all they have. That's all they have. They're hoping this entire election comes down to January 6th. He is denying the election, whatever. That's what they hope. They hope that when you go to the voting box, you're going to forget about the fact that there's World War III on the horizon, that the conflict in Israel and Palestine doesn't seem to be slowing down, neither Ukraine and Russia. Our dollar is weakening. Inflation is high. Crime is on the rise in inner cities. We have an incredibly huge illegal migration problem that we don't seem to want to deal with whatsoever. I just saw news that Texas is laying down concrete on their border. It's great to see, but they'll just go through California. And Gavin Newsom will blink and nod the other eye. We'll look the other way. God, gotta finish this cup of coffee in the morning. Things are unsafe and things do not seem stable at the moment. And that's a huge concern for Biden. And he's going to do everything in his power to double down more and more and more about saying that Donald Trump is some kind of criminal and he's some kind of insurrectionist in a coup attempt. He's going to, he thinks you're stupid, so he'll just say things about Hitler and stuff like that in order for you to have this mindset when you come to the voting box. But people are pissed. I mean, we have this right here. half of Oregon is like, you know what? If Portland's going to continue to do their insane crap, I'm done with them. Done. I'm done with these people. I don't want to be a part of these people whatsoever. Let's draw new state lines. We'll get signed. We'll see. I'm excited to see how this happens, because it's wonderful to see people on the right actually take some action rather than just bitching about the left doing crap. I just get so bored of the right crying about the left and then never going on the offensive. So it's great to see that people in Oregon have had enough. What do you think is going to be the end of this? Do you think China is going to invade Taiwan? Probably. Why not? I mean, they've been flirting with it for a long time. I mean, I know that they like to surround them just to make them nervous and say, hey, we'll do it. But what would stop them? Us? What in our track record, military-wise, makes you comfortable with getting them to stop what they're doing? Nothing. I'm not comfortable. So I think this summer is going to be absolutely insane, when normally we would have a slow news cycle, because the world is a-changing. And it's getting kind of weird out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, even though the world is crazy, that things above you is crazy that you can't control, you can control what's in front of you. You can control your family. You can control your job. You can control making a difference in other people's life. So don't let these existential, huge things destroy your entire day. Remind yourself that there are some things that it is what it is. If China invades Taiwan, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it, you and me specifically. So have a wonderful day. Drop a like on this video if you don't mind. See you guys later tonight.